Have you ever made a decision in just a few seconds, only to realize it was the biggest mistake of your life? Today's story is about loyalty, courage, and a heartbreaking lesson that reminds us never to judge before knowing the truth. In a peaceful village surrounded by forests, there lived a hardworking farmer, his loving wife, their newborn baby, and a faithful dog. The dog wasn't just a pet. It was family. It had grown up with the couple, guarded their home every night, and loved the little baby as if it were its own. Whenever the baby laughed, the dog wagged its tail with excitement. Whenever the baby cried, the dog rushed to the cradle, standing watch until everything was calm again. The villagers often said there was no more loyal dog in the entire region. One morning, the farmer's wife went to the market to buy food for the family. Before leaving, she gently placed the baby in a wooden cradle and kissed the child's forehead. A short time later, the farmer also had to leave to tend to his fields. Before stepping outside, he looked at his faithful companion. "Watch over my child," he said with a smile. The dog barked once, as if promising it would never let anything happen. The house became quiet. The baby slept peacefully. Hours passed. Then, deep in the nearby forest, a hungry wolf wandered toward the village in search of food. Following the scent, it crept silently through the open doorway of the farmhouse. Its glowing eyes locked onto the helpless baby. The faithful dog immediately stepped in front of the cradle. The wolf growled. The dog bared its teeth. For a few tense seconds neither moved. Then, the wolf attacked. A fierce battle exploded inside the house. The wolf lunged with its powerful jaws, but the dog met every attack with fearless determination. They crashed into tables. Chairs splintered across the floor. Clay pots shattered. Dust filled the room. The wolf was stronger, but the dog had something even greater. A reason to fight. Again and again, the wolf attacked. Again and again, the loyal dog threw itself between the beast and the innocent child. Its body became covered in wounds. Its fur turned red with blood. Still, it refused to surrender. With one final burst of strength, the dog bit deeply into the wolf's neck. The wounded wolf howled in pain and fled from the house, disappearing back into the forest, and leaving a trail of blood behind. The danger was over. The baby continued sleeping peacefully, never knowing how close death had come. Exhausted and barely able to stand, the faithful dog walked outside and waited patiently for its owner. Not long afterward, the farmer returned home. As soon as the dog saw him, it wagged its tail and ran toward him. But the farmer froze. The dog's mouth was covered in blood. Its fur was soaked with red stains. His heart filled with fear. His mind raced to the worst possible conclusion. My baby. Without taking a single step inside. Without looking for the truth. He grabbed a heavy wooden stick. "You monster!" he shouted. Blinded by panic and anger, he struck the dog with all his strength. The faithful dog cried out in pain. It didn't bite. It didn't run away. It simply looked at the man it loved with confused, trusting eyes. The farmer struck again, and again, until the loyal dog collapsed onto the ground. Its tail slowly stopped moving. Its eyes gently closed. It took one final breath. Only then did the farmer rush into the house. He stopped in his tracks. His baby was sleeping peacefully in the cradle. Not a single scratch. The room was in ruins. Broken furniture lay scattered everywhere. Blood covered the floor. Near the doorway were deep claw marks. A bloody trail led from the house toward the forest. In an instant, the truth became painfully clear. The dog had fought a wolf. It had risked everything, and saved his child's life. The stick slipped from the farmer's hands. His knees gave way beneath him. Tears poured down his face. He stumbled outside and lifted the lifeless dog into his arms. "I'm sorry, my faithful friend. I'm so sorry." But his words came too late. No apology could bring back the companion who had loved him without condition. The villagers gathered around in silence. They buried the brave dog beneath a large oak tree overlooking the village. The farmer visited that grave every single day for the rest of his life. Whenever people asked why, he would tell them this story. Then he would end with these words: "Never let anger speak before the truth has a chance to be heard. One moment of impatience can destroy a lifetime of love." And so, the story of the faithful dog lived on, passed from one generation to the next as a timeless reminder. Never judge by appearances or act in anger. Take time to discover the truth, because some mistakes can never be undone. If this story touched your heart, remember that patience, wisdom, and trust can save us from regrets that last a lifetime.